Hello everybody. Today we are playing Nuketown Zombies on Black Ops 2 and we're doing one of my favorite challenges, the 115 challenge. Now if you don't know what the 115 challenge is, that's a-okay. Basically, you get one box hit, one pack-a-punch, and 5 total perks, so it's just a much harder version of the 2-box challenge. It was made by the Smith Plays. It's a ton of fun. It's a good challenge. I thought we'd take it back to a few more of the basic and fun challenges. I've been trying to get creative with a lot of different challenge ideas. And I've been wanting to just play some zombies, you know, the way that because whenever I would play zombies, I would always do these kind of challenges. Once you get better at a game, you kind of want to just, also we can use the pistol, I think, I'm sure it's fine. You kind of just want to, what am I doing? I'm jumping around like a maniac there. You just want to have some extra fun with it. You want to give yourself a bit more of a challenge, because sure, I mean, you can use the pistol, buy the M14, shoot the body a few times, yada yada, but yeah, I love these kind of challenges. They're a ton of fun. Always a good bot. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a good bit more of these. I have about 5 or 6 of them. Oh, did I just miss all of those? I have 5 or 6 of them planned out. And a lot of it's on like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 maps, I think. Maybe 1 or 2 Black Ops 3 ones, but it'll be fun. Basically, goal is I need to make it to the box ASAP. I'm already out of bullets. Now, Nuketown, it should drop. It might have already dropped Quick Revival stock. Let me look around. I think it's right there, yeah. So, Quick Revival is going to be one of our first perks. The way Nuketown, look at that. Because the way the box works, or the perk drop system, they have to allocate the size. So, it's a much weirder hitbox for it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Just a little nerdy thing I noticed. We want to get to the box as quickly as possible, but Nuketown drops perks pretty randomly. I think it's on certain rounds. It takes longer in solo to get all the perks than it does, or it takes less long in solo. It's a shorter amount of time overall in solo than public matches, because Nuketown will drop on round 1 versus, I think in public matches it's round... Did you see the range on that guy? It's either round 4 or 5. Gotta get this guy. And we're knife going around 3. Oh my goodness gracious. I can give you guys a little bit of my favorite zombie trivia. I actually had a commenter kind of explain to me exactly how it works, but if you don't know, or no, it's round 4. Oh no, round 1's a 2-hit. I'm messing everything up. It's been a while since I've done a normal challenge. Round 1 is a 1-hit knife. Round 2 is a 2-hit knife. Round 3 is a 3-hit knife. But round 4, also a 3-hit knife. It's because of the way the zombie health increases versus the amount of damage the knife does. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but it's interesting if you're a big old zombies nerd. Dude, I'm getting obliterated right now. Black Ops 2 Zombies is just so scary, especially whenever you can't buy Jugg and stuff as quickly as you want to, because, you know, the map is like, we could not drop Jugg until like round 20. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and get our, never mind. Let's not get our box hit, and let's just try to current objective survive. Oh man, look at that beautiful map, beautiful map. I don't know if I have any Black Ops 4 maps listed, but did you see that aim assist there? I don't know, that was weird. I feel like my mouse was going where I didn't want it to. Get this, come on, let me get you. I'm gonna need, what, 1 more, 2 more? Insta-kill, oh, insta-kill ran out right then, are you kidding me? Unlucky. Alright, 2 more, or 1 more. I was thinking 2 more knives, but technically I might as well get the 3rd one to kill the zombie, no point just letting him stand around. Let's get our box hit and try to keep the zombies away from us. We're actually able to grab it. We're praying for something good here, by the way. Oh, that's so bad. The issue why this is so bad, it actually might be goated if it's on the wall. If it's not on the wall, we're really screwed here. Now, the good thing is we can always upgrade the M1911. I'm out of ammo in the M1911. It's going to run out of ammo so completely quickly, and very unluckily quickly. We actually hope, normally I'd say you don't want a very early Pack-a-Punch, but I'd love an early Pack-a-Punch here. Pack-a-Punch or Jugg, I mean double tap's fine, just not Speed Cola. Oh, is it upstairs? I think it's upstairs. Let me open this door, take a look, a little gander around, but I just need ways to get, yeah, that's fine, to get more ammo. Because again, we are going to run out so quickly. And again, I think I'm going to Pack-a-Punch the M1911 here. The Cap 40, it's just... I would love to Pack-a-Punch it, but I'm telling you, at round 10, we would just be running out of ammo. I'm actually going to try to make the most out of this max ammo here, and not pick it up until I absolutely have to. Man, I feel like there was something crazy that happened in my life recently, and I want to talk about it, and I'm not remembering what it is, which I know sounds very weird, but I was like, oh man, I can't wait. The next time I record a video, I'm going to have this insane story to tell. And all of a sudden, I'm completely blank on, but that's just the way she goes sometimes. When does Nuketown fit into the Cod Zombies story? Oh no, I know exactly when actually. It's during Moon, because we get to hear the stuff from Moon actually occurring on this map. I believe it's round... Oh, it's between around 22 and 25. I can't remember the exact round, but the zombies' eyes will change from yellow to to blue. I'm trying to remember the moon Easter egg now. Does Richtofen take control of the zombies after the moon is destroyed? Or the earth is destroyed? Oh, there's the transit bus form. Because, why is the earth already destroyed here? Is it just because of the testing from the nukes? Surely not, no. That wouldn't do this to the ground, I wouldn't think. I don't know. That looks kind of like a nuke would have hit there. I said that wouldn't have done that to the ground, like it wasn't nukes that I think Richtofen sent to the Earth in the first place. Or was it Maxis? Maxis just wanted the Earth to be destroyed. Okay, no. I'm getting it. I'm thinking about it. Richtofen took control of the zombies, right? And then through Samantha, Maxis, I think, conveys like what we need to do. And he basically just blows up the Earth. That way Richtofen can't take over it. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. So I don't understand why we're already blown up here. Thank goodness for this max ammo, by the way. Are you kidding me? I didn't have enough health to regen? Unlucky. Alright, well, we have 4 perks left. We're going to buy Quick 5 again. Let's see if I can, like, shoot over and clear the way. I thought I had time to regen. I got myself in a really bad situation there. You know what they say. A good zombies player can get himself out of a bad situation, but a better zombies player doesn't get himself in it in the first place. Go ahead and rebuy Quick Revive. We're gonna have 3,700 points, so we're getting close to that pack-a-punch mark. Now the question, no, it's I want to for the content, right? By the way, you should have died to the knife, and I don't feel like you immediately did. For the content, the Cap 40 would be more fun. I don't deny this, and if the Cap 40 has a wall buy, he's running at me now. If the Cap 40 has a wall buy, which I don't think it does, I would. But I have to be able to, like, beat the challenge. It's honestly as simple as that, and I can't beat the challenge if I don't have ammo. Unlucky. Well, I still haven't heard back from my doctor about the ADHD meds. I am in the top of the cancellation list, so hopefully I'm able to get that figured out. I remember what the story is. I was trying to upgrade my phone. I guess because the wires had crossed, but now I have unfurled them. I was trying to upgrade my phone. I have, as of right now, an iPhone 8 Plus. Technology is one of my biggest passions, one of my biggest hobbies. I absolutely love technology. I've tried to keep up to date with technology over all of the years. I almost took a very embarrassing down there. I always, whenever I was younger, we had this plan from Sprint, I think it was iPhone for life, and basically every other year, you got your, dude, do you see these zombies? They're a little crazy right now. You got your phone upgraded. So I think all the way from the iPhone 4 to the 6 Plus, maybe even to the 8. Chill. I had, I'm sorry, I'm getting surrounded by all these zombies. I had a pretty good phone, but then, like, I don't know, between family drama and stuff, I was on my parents' phone plan, and I was never able to upgrade my phone. And obviously relationships have mended in current years, and nothing to worry about or anything. Yeah, I don't care to talk about family drama or anything. I also do notice we do have enough to pack a punch, so I need to get on that. Ooh, double points. I'm gonna take this time to get all these points though. Ooh. Don't want to take it down for it, though. I'm definitely not going to consider that worth. Anyways, I go to the Verizon store because I'm like, all right, I'm going to pay, you know, however much money. It ended up being like, it was $30 a month for the phone. It's for the iPhone 14 Pro Max because I wanted to future-proof. Because in my head, I'm like, look, I've had the iPhone 8 Plus for, what, 6, almost 7 years now. I'd like to future-proof myself just a little bit here. So I'm going to get that. It was $30, but they offered me an $800 trade-in or $400 trade-in, so it would have only been $19 a month. And I go, and I swear the guy was on the phone for 30 minutes because some check didn't work because apparently the account had suspected fraud on it. Not because there was actually any fraud, but just because, let me get up here and make sure I can get these back a bunch. Now, with the Mustang and Sally, we are going to be in a very dangerous predicament in any close quarter situation, but it should be ideal for the backyard training. I just need to be careful they don't respawn. I don't think they're respawning. I'm going to go ahead and stand out here and just shoot, because this way I have an easy drop-off point. Anyways, she was like trying to, my stepmom was trying to change some information or something. I knew I heard you. I knew I heard you guys. And so after 40 minutes of being on the phone, he's like, because I joked saying, what, are you going to walk me out of here in handcuffs? Because he talked about calling the fraud department. He's like, worse, you're going to have to call and speak to somebody. And in my heart, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to have to speak to anybody. I'm so tired of being here. Because also, whenever I very first got there, I like checked in online. And apparently, if you check online, they don't call your name. They asked just somebody random if they checked online. They were like, yeah. So they just took my spot. So I had to wait an extra hour in the store. Because I saw like people walking in after me. who were getting helped. And I'm like, all right, you know, I'm a patient-ish man. I'll let them do their thing. But eventually, I was like, hey, you know, I'm noticing these people who came in after me, getting help, and I'd like to be helped. And they were like, oh, what's your name? And I told them. They were like, ooh. And whenever they called my turn, whenever they like had to talk with him about how they call names, I don't know, it was a little funny. But it was a very helpful guy. And so that was, I was already in a little bit of a peeved mood. I also hope that Jugg just dropped, because double tap, I think, doesn't work. No, I know double tap doesn't work on explosives. But anyways, so I end up going to my stepmom's. My stepmom, an amazing person. Very stubborn at times. I am also very stubborn. It is at times a very good trait, at times not the best. But I tell her, and she's like, "No, I'll get it worked out." And again, I love her very much. All she cared about was helping me get this phone, which is a very endearing prospect. Me, I grew up quite poor, and I'm a little bit, you know, I'm very cautious about how I spend money. I like knowing exact numbers. And because it wasn't me talking, whenever I talk to somebody about any purchase, I'm like, all right, explain to me exactly. Is this going to be itemized on my bill? How much is this going to be? Is there any chance for this to increase? What if I want to pay it off early? All of these things. And whenever, I want to find this part right quick. And whenever she called, she didn't ask any of these things, which is technically in theory fine, because, you shouldn't. I swear I saw it land like... Oh, it's double tap. Unlucky. This is my preferred area to train this. We're actually going to start training back here. Although I do have no way out, so I'm going to just open this so I have a way out if I need to. But she orders it, and I have no idea how much it's going to end up being a month. She hasn't let me know yet. But that's it. That's just a story about a 4-hour-long journey to get a phone. And obviously I'm not upset or anything she didn't ask, because everybody handles things differently. But it was just funny, because I'm like, because she had me at one point write on a piece of paper what phone it was. And I put like iPhone 14 Pro Max Purple 128 gigabyte equal $19 per month. And I asked her while she was on the phone, hey, how much is it going to be a month? And after she got off the phone, she was like, we'll see how much it is. I was like, okay, that's fine. Everything's okay. Because obviously I'm not going to bad talk my own family. If you're looking to hear me, you know, be like, oh, I don't know. How dare she help me out? How dare she spend hours of her day helping me get a phone? It was so funny. I also realized that people talk very differently than me, maybe, is the best way I know how to say it. Because she was on the phone with her, and I don't know if I would say I'm more business-like or more serious, but if I'm on the phone with, like, customer service or anything, I am extraordinarily serious. I do not have, like, short and sweet talk, or, like, I do not have conversational talk. And part of this is because I worked at places where I had to make a lot of phone calls. I've done both research stuff where I had to call people about surveys, which I'm going to tell you nobody ever wants to do a survey. And probably the only thing worse than calling people about surveys is calling people to ask for money. Because for my college, I worked as part of their alumni affairs relations, and I had to ask for donations, basically. So I've been on side of it, and I know that I would get in trouble if I had like conversational talk with them. I think actually for the money, they wanted you to like build a rapport with them, but for just like whenever I was doing the surveys, you had to stick to a very exact script. And I think it was because part of it was like medical surveys and stuff, and too much personal information can be bad, yada yada. I don't remember. I did hold the college one for a long time, but I really didn't like doing the survey thing. People are way too mean. So anyways, whenever I talk to people on the phone, I'm very like professional about it. I'm just like, hello, I need this thing. Can you do this? Yes, okay, I will wait for 10 minutes. Please place me on hold while I await you. By the way, do these pistols, I know like obviously it has splash damage and that's going to change based on how close or how far I am from it, but I am curious about whether, what am I trying to say, about how much it equals. Like if I get hit just barely by my own damage from the Mustang and Sally, because I do not have Juggernaut, am I then a one-shot to the zombies? The Mustang and Sallies were a very dangerous choice considering I do not have Juggernaut. Very nerve-wracking. I hear the little tick. I just heard the clock tick. Oh, please, how are you touching me? Dude, oh, but again, I stand by it because at the cap 40s, like, no chance. Absolutely no shot I'm ever going to be able to maintain ammo. I don't even think we've dropped max ammo since the one I had before I took it down. So I can't believe I took that down. But it's okay. What we're hoping for, by the way, I think the only things that can drop now are Juggernog and Speed Cola. We do not want Speed Cola. I mean, Speed Cola is fine in the grand scheme of things. It's a power increase, sure. So at the end of the day, you can't complain too much about power increase. But it's obviously Juggernaut that we want. Because here's the thing. It's not an SMG. It's not an assault rifle. It's not even an LMG, which takes a really long time to reload, or Speed Cola is very useful. I don't have to reload that much. If you think about, ooh, I do have some Cap 40 ammo though. I guess I can use it just a little bit. No, I'm not doing this. Actually, you know what? It might be safer to run around. I don't know. I don't play with explosives a ton, so I'm not used to just being able to kind of clear my path like that. Although I did take some damage, I would have preferred not to. But if you think about it, if I play the most efficiently, which of course I'm not going to, if I play the most efficiently, then each one of these bullets should be an entire horde of zombies. I think on round 10, there's probably 2.5 full hordes of zombies. So I should never even have to reload. I see you dropping during the round. So Speed Cola, not useful. I do stand by Speed Cola is actually the most useful perk on certain custom challenges or custom maps, especially. Why didn't I just run forward and grab that? I got scared. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, so nerve-wracking. Like any tower challenge, Speed Cola is so much better than Jugg. And the reason for that is, sure, Jugg keeps you alive, whatever. But if you're cornered in a tower challenge where you're having to just keep going up, you're already dead. The extra 2 hits don't mean anything. In a position like this where I'm able to train, those 2 hits mean the world. It means I can train so much safer, and I'm almost certainly never going to go down just from straight hits. But you don't train in the tower challenge. You're basically, it's just camping simulator where you walk whenever you can't camp at that one exact spot anymore. So Speed Cola, what it does is your most vulnerable periods are the periods where you can't shoot. So it's the best perk. Obviously, double tap is also very good, increasing fire rate, which can lead to you having to reload more, but it doubles your damage, assuming that you're not playing World at War. If you're playing World at War, I mean, tough luck, man. You're playing World at War. You know what you've gotten yourself into. Dude, I want to play some World at War custom maps. I've been thinking a lot about just how much content there is in custom maps, because like I haven't been playing Black Ops 3 custom maps. I haven't been playing custom maps much at all lately, but I really just want to go and play some of the World at War ones, because there's so many years and like of content in there, and I don't think the graphics are that bad. Obviously, I've also been thinking about this. I do wonder if Black Ops 3 is the last game to have custom maps. And the more I think about it, the more I'm fairly positive it will be. Also, I am getting a little nervous here about my ammo situation, but we'll see how she goes. Because with the way microtransactions and everything, I don't know, Fortnite is like, with the creative mode, I don't know much about it, but I do know that like it's super user friendly and it's free. And I hope that that sets a trend of allowing users to keep having mod tools. I know Steam obviously is very good about their games having mod tools and everything, but Activision is just so money hungry. And I think that Cold War was supposed to have mod tools, but they ended up revoking it one way or the other. I'm not sure exactly how that worked. I could be wrong on that. That could just be like something I heard, like, you know, the muse under the truck. Yeah. Oh, nervous, a little nervous. I'm down. Not down? The zombie doesn't touch me there? Sorry, I just activated my God mode that's on my mouse button. I have it made sure that where it doesn't show up on the UI. Imagine. I don't think there's any way to enable God mode without having the UI aspect of it turn up. So you'd have to have a script that disables that UI aspect. I guess it's possible, but you'd also just have to be aware of like pressing it, and then I don't know. It sounds like way more of a hassle and way more stressful. I don't know. I was never an English major, although I was a pretty good essayist. It was funny. In high school, I was a little arrogant in high school, I'll be honest. Whenever I got the 34 ACT score, it went to my head a little. I was always I was always a top of the class student. I didn't say I was the kid. I was the really annoying kid who was like, I didn't even study for this, which is of course horrible. You should always study, because the true sign of someone being smart or hardworking is putting in the work to do something. Always will be. You should always study. But my teachers, despite being a good essayist, I turned down a previous offer that was a very big deal. It was a major honor to even be put up for it. I can't remember the exact word that means being put up for something, but I actually declined it. So because I declined that massive honor, they were like, he is never going to do a single essay. Because whenever I was in the vice principal's office, me and him were like in an argument about something, because I got in trouble again. I'll talk about, you know, how I wrote like my entire grades final, or my entire honors grades final essays, and how I got the teacher's bank account info. I got in trouble a little bit back in high school. So I asked, I was like, you know, why didn't you ever, you know, I love writing essays, why didn't you ever ask me? It's like, what do you mean? You were the first one on the list, but your teachers said that you would never accept it. I was like, you know what? You're right. You are absolutely right. It was funny because, like, for a long time, you never think about things like that. if you're just your head's too far up your own butt, which mine obviously was when I was younger. You never think about things like that, because it's always just such a you-centric view, which I work really hard to be past. I like to think in my as I've gotten older, and of course I'm not super old, I'm just in my early 20s, so, but as I've gotten older, I think I've definitely got a lot better about not being an a-hole. I hope is the word, although I still do have the gamer rage. I say some heinous stuff to my teammates in games, man. I gotta work on that one, but let's see what perk dropped. Around 13. It's going to be really tragic if it's Speed Cola. It definitely fell in the middle area, I'm pretty sure. Please let me through. I did not, for a moment I panicked because I didn't know what my crouch button was. I'm like, I'm going to go down here. I'm definitely dead. Did I run past it? Was it in the house? Nice pack-a-punch. I think it was in the greenhouse and I just ran past it like a big old dummy-dumb. Let's check it out. Please, Jugg. That is all I ask for. Or maybe it's in the garage, actually. Might be in the garage, or it's going to be right here. Okay, I guess there's not a spot right there. Curious, very intriguing. Oh, garage. No. Okay, I'm not crazy, right? It did land, like, right in that area. Oh, you know what? Because the way that, like, you view things in-game is clearly not indicative of where things actually are, my perception might have been off, and it probably landed all the way in the back of the yellow, because there's no way I'd be able to judge that distance. I also don't have very good distance judgment in general. Oh, unlucky. My distance is very bad because I have severe astigmatism. It's like it is so hard for me to tell how far away things are. But I guess. I think I'm a pretty okay guesser at it. But for a long time, like whenever I was younger, I didn't... To this day, I still struggle with it. I don't fully understand the concept of... What's the word? I'm forgetting all of my words. Distance... No, not distance measurement. Whenever you're able to tell distance with your eyes, okay? I love it because I have these moments and I get 20 comments who are like, do you mean this? Or whenever in a video I was like, you gotta put some elbow grease into it. People are like, don't you mean elbow sweat? Elbow sweat? Elbow sweat? I'm like, yes, I mean elbow sweat. It's funny because that'll happen. And my favorite part is this, where it happens, and like obviously the first day the video comes out, you have a few comments like that, but as videos get older, they get less views over time, or they don't get, like, they get more views over time, but they don't get views as rapidly, I suppose. I'm gonna take it down here for sure. Hold. Jump through. Nope, down. Yep. Gonna clear out the zombies, we just need to make our way back to Quick Revive. Honestly, this might be GG, which is really embarrassing, but we're not too far off from where I'd end it anyways, because round 15 is probably where I would end up calling it. Okay, that's fine. I had to take the hit there. I absolutely had to. Okay, we have bought... This is number... I got stuck. I'm getting stuck. Unironically... So, at the beginning of the video, you know how I talked about, the... stressful. About the, I'm sorry, that freaked me out, man. About the boxes and how the hitboxes are weird because of the... Jeez Louise. Just from all angles, huh? If I would have fired both my guns there, I would have taken it down. I hate this. I genuinely am not a fan of this. By the way, it's fourth perk, so the only other perk I can buy this game will be Juggernog. Of course, we're not even going to get to buy Juggernog this game, though, I think, because round 15, I mean, I can go till I die. I don't think I'm going to make it super far. We got pretty unlucky. This just became a Mustang and Sally. Ooh, double points. I've explained how that works before. I don't feel the super need to. What was I talking about, though? I really was intrigued by what I was talking about, I think. At least I was heading towards a point somewhere. Was I already past? Yeah, I was already past the me being toxic in video games. I don't know. I am sad. The only thing is, whenever I do these challenges, I never want it to be what it is right now, where it's like, oh, I get an interesting gun. I'm not gonna say the Camp 40 is very interesting, but I get a semi-interesting gun, and I just don't get to use it because it's so bad. Like that, you know, give Black Ops. Are you? That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's fine. We're on round 15. We'll see if we can beat it. If not, it's okay. We didn't get Jugg, which is already quite unlucky. But I basically never want to... right, Black Ops 3. Sorry. Black Ops 3 is good because it lets you use bad guns because of the way that they can be upgraded into actually being able to be useful. I don't need that max ammo yet. There's tons of ways. Same with Cold War, where you're able to freely basically buy ammo. It does make ammo much less of a concern than it is in older games, but it's like the one crappy thing. So many 2-box challenges end just because you run out of ammo. And that's how a lot of games back in these days used to end. I mean, sure, you can cycle, and there's traps, although there's not traps on this map. But, I don't know. I mean, there's always ways to avoid ammo, but not doing challenges. Like, if you're just doing a high run, sure, just spin the box for 3 years. Use your little EMP grenades. but on these kind of challenges. So this sucks we didn't get to use the Cat 40 that much, but I had a ton of fun. I love Nuketown, man. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, have a good one, everybody, and take it easy.